This is Chicago's very own WGN News at 10.
Next story is a tale of the unlikely startup that was launched 10 years ago, designed to help the needs of one person, now touching the lives of countless others.
Yes, it is a tech company born out of love. A tech company now with a multi-million-dollar operating budget, nearly 80 employees, and expanding even as we speak. WGN's Julie Unruh is here with that story. Julie.
Oh, you hear about these stories often, right? They're so much fun, but this one has a really nice twist. This small business started in the basement of one Highland Park home. A couple desperately trying to get their child, who had just graduated from college, a job. In this case, their son was living with Asperger's syndrome. Highly intellectual but socially awkward boy, now a man, needed to find and keep a job. His mother looked far and wide until her search took her to Denmark, of all places. So from Denmark to Highland Park, this business, now a nonprofit, is thriving. Hidden just off the busy streets of suburban Highland Park, the headquarters for the first business of its kind in the U.S. This is Aspiritech, founded by husband and wife Moshe and Brendan Weitzberg 10 years ago.
Oh my goodness, this makes sense to me because I knew my son's strengths and his ability, his technological abilities, and I thought, here's a perfect match.
The perfect match was autism and computers. In recent years, both were growing rapidly in the United States. Now the two subjects married under one roof on Sheridan Road. The Weitzbergs hoped it could work for their son, Aran, and others. So Aspiritech started with 3 analysts and 1 client in the family's basement.
So once that's up to date.
Today, it's above ground.
Do I make the group in the app or in SoundTouch?
Here, 65 analysts strong in a tech environment that might impress even Google.
That's this one right there.
The mission? Employ this largely unemployed population by testing computer programs for problems or glitches. Tedious work companies typically outsource overseas.
The business community, realizing that people on the spectrum have something special, they have the ability to detect irregularities, and the ability to focus for a longer period of time. It's a very difficult work, what we do.
Difficult work taken very seriously because Weitzberg says quality assurance is priority number 1 at Aspiritech. 10 years later, clients include Bose, Aon Hewitt, Zebra Technologies, Empire Carpet, to name a few. And when Aspiritech conducted an independent study asking them why they chose to work with the startup, even Brenda, a founder, was surprised at the results.
Number 1 was quality. Number 2 was price, and the mission was only number 3.
That's because the Weitzbergs had already discovered the key to Aspiritech's success, quite accidentally.
People wanted to sit as far as possible from each other. I used to joke with them, I would say that the moon was not far enough.
Worried about quality control, the boss required all computer bugs discovered also be checked by a coworker. He wanted a consensus before alerting a client about any glitch.
The result was that suddenly they started to sit together. Suddenly they like to work together. This brought me to the idea that we found the missing piece.
So people like Robin Kaysen now help testers and analysts ranging in age from 21 to 63 stay on task by, oddly, building a community right here. Field trips, outings for a group often thought of as not social at all.
We have a video and board game club. We have activities every Sunday. We like to have parties whenever we can. We have big community Thanksgiving dinners.
And Aspiritech caters to the special needs of this adult community by tweaking their workplace while workers are tweaking technology. Headphones for focus, a dim, quiet room to escape office commotion. Even a swing is a helpful retreat.
Why do you wear full soccer gear without the base wear? I would.
There's a conversation spot where employees can lunch and chat away, or the quiet kitchen to get away from it all. Employees are promoted from within, and some of them make upwards of $80,000 a year. There's health insurance and support staff, like a social worker and an autism specialist.
Listening to music and making sure it works.
Courtney Heiss, at 28, has been here 5 years.
I actually moved out from Colorado Springs, Colorado to work at Aspiritech.
She loves her job, right now making sure that the Bose app is fully compatible with iTunes. She also loves the people she works with, and she loves the Blackhawks.
Now we're 10 years on, and it's proven. It is a proven business model.
and it's an everybody wins business model.
This startup like the little engine that could, now with a $2 million a year operating budget and almost more work than a Spiritech can handle. They keep it running by catering to clients, delivering on their demands, and treating these employees with understanding and heart. Because at a Spiritech, nobody here is wired wrong.
What this place absolutely nails on the head is that sense of fulfillment, that sense of pride for a job well done.
Now, a couple more details about how a Spiritech runs. All employees work in the office. Testers are not farmed out to clients' corporate offices. Employees on the spectrum interact directly with clients as well. Communication skills may not be that easy, but staff says it's necessary and good for both parties. Right now, Spiritech is looking for more analysts, hoping to expand to the city, being near public transportation, another key factor here. Yeah. And I love the fact that one of the keys that even the Whitesburgs figured out, you know, in an interesting accidental way, was that the social aspect was really what made it work. And that's when they decided it needed to be a non-for-profit.
Yeah, and full disclosure, my stepson is a part of the social aspect of it, and he loves it.
And he loves it.
Thank you, Julie.